We're recording.
Hell yeah. All right. Welcome to the final show of 2024. Yeah. We might be on a brief hiatus for a few weeks going into 2025. We don't know yet. Mike and Brian and I all have to get our respective houses in order for many things that are outside of this show. But hey, welcome to the show. Today we're talking about... Actually, no, your house is in good order, Mike.
It's in messy order. Like, it's a mess, but I know where everything is.
Everybody's house in the holidays, unless you specifically went away on the holidays, your house is a shithole from the holidays. Yeah. It doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter, how hard you tried. Like, my girlfriend and I have both separately cleaned the main part of the apartment, like, at least once each in the last week, and it still looks crazy in here.
This is ADD, OCD, and overspending.
Yeah, exactly. Between gifts and boxes and wrapping paper, it's always going to be just, a mess.
I just mean in general for me. That's
just your life. Yes, we know. Did you have a good Christmas, Mike? Do you celebrate Christmas?
I did. We were talking before. I celebrate the Christmas. I got this. My brother bought me a cool gift. He got me a John Sterling autographed baseball.
Hell yeah.
So I'll show this here. Here's Mr. Sterling's autograph.
That's his sloppy signature. Okay.
Yeah. And then he writes, "The Yankees win."
Yeah.
On top of it. So, and it came with a certificate of authenticity.
Dude, it just stamps, it cements the legend, man. Imagine being such a legendary announcer that, like, people will take a signed ball from you.
Yeah. Like, he never played, but he's a legendary. Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. So I love it. Speaking of baseball, there we go.
Yankees trivia, and I got dice baseball, and you play with pegs. Roll the dice, and you play baseball. So we could do a whole episode playing dice.
We'll do that sometime. I'll come over. I'll hop on the train to Jersey. I'll come over and we'll play that, and we'll teach everyone how to play dice baseball.
It is fun, actually.
So yes, the only thing that happened in baseball this week is our old buddy Gleybor Torres is officially signed elsewhere. He's second base for the Yankees is not going to be played by him this coming year.
Probably
for at least 1 year deal. Good for him. Do you want to start on the ad stuff right now, or do you want to talk first? What do you want to do?
I guess let's talk first.
Okay. So anyway, teaser for later in the show. I got some vintage Tigers commercials. So I was trying to work that in there. Oh yeah, so we made a rule to not talk about the Giants that much this year on the show because they suck. And then now we have to talk about them because they decided to not suck for like 3 hours. Everyone was so excited for that number 1 draft pick, and it looks like now it's going to be the number 4 draft pick. Because they decided to beat the Colts this weekend, and everyone's mad. Every Giant fan was booing. Well, every fan, but I wish Brian was with us this week because he was at the game yesterday. I wanted to hear exactly about the atmosphere in the stadium when they won the game yesterday. Probably the saddest Giants win I can even remember.
They showed signs of life. Drew Lock actually looked like a decent quarterback. It was all too little too late. I mean, the team is going to want to win. The players don't want to lose, but the organization is probably like,
and the fans are also openly like, let's tank it out, baby. Let's tank it out and get that draft pick.
And these players, some of them aren't going to be here next year for whatever reason. And they don't care about next year. They care about right now. I mean, they're the ones
they want to look good. They want the scout from a real team to try to pick them up for next year. That's how that goes. I know it sounds brutal, but
yeah. The hell they go through during the season just to play football is, the players want to win. So,
dude, it's crazy, man. The workouts those guys have to do. When I was in college, I never played football, but when I was in college, I did some workouts with some of the guys on the team, and I mean, I'm getting nauseous and about to puke just thinking about the workouts they had to do. And I did them when I was 18, 19 years old. If I tried to do it now, I would puke. So keeping your body in that level of shape is crazy. And so, I understand that players want to play hard and get noticed, recognized.
Yeah, I almost passed out one time doing regular leg exercises at the gym because I hadn't done them in forever. And I did them. I did probably a little more because I had a trainer for the day. And he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'll be fine." Yeah, I was like dizzy, just out of energy. So your legs are your biggest muscle, and you burn a lot of energy. So I can only imagine what the football players go through, wearing pads in the sun. Well, during the season it's in air conditioning, but in the summer, in the sun,
in that hot Alabama/Mississippi/Texas heat now, or Florida, wherever down there, Georgia, those are all hot, humid places. And if you're trying to do that, getting ready for the fall season, it's crazy. You know, and I've heard that in some leagues and some levels, you only get like a few weeks off a year, really.
Yeah,
so it's brutal.
Always working. Yeah,
so I hope everything works out for all the players. I do. I hope they don't have to all move back home and sell cars or whatever in their hometown. I hope that all the Giants players, hopefully they have happy endings to this year. Hopefully they go get happy endings after the last game. They all deserve one.
Exactly.
For the media scrutiny they've been under this year.
But they shouldn't have won. Bottom
line. No, exactly. We're all. You can hear the disappointment in Mike and I's voices, just how disappointed we are right now. The team that we normally root for to won a game, we're like, fuck, we don't want them to win that one.
I can't even bring myself. I just showed my Giants hat. I have a Giants. I can't even bring myself to wear it because it's just so horrible. It's just like it's not so much that you're not supporting the team. It's that you just don't want to tolerate that level of unprofessionalism. You expect so much more, and it's like I will not give you a dime or a minute of my time until you do things. Because if that was you or me, we'd be fired.
I was waiting for a Danny Dimes joke there, Mike, and it never came. I'm a little disappointed in you.
I don't even remember him anymore. That's old history.
Yeah, we all had such trauma from the time he was here. We managed to suppress those memories. That's how that goes.
We'll go win a Super Bowl next year with the.
But we'll definitely talk more about this in the offseason, especially as the draft approaches.
Yeah.
That will be a lot of fun. We'll see.
Huh? Maybe Sheduer Sanders. Maybe Deion comes to town. That's what everybody's speculating.
Bro,
it ain't happening.
If we could get Coach Prime in a luxury box screaming shit every week on the screen for that.
I like Deion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deion is always like, and I mean this in the best way possible, you're a Star Wars fan. There was Lando Calrissian. You liked him. You didn't really trust him. So Deion has that. You like him, but every now and then, Deion's gonna be a little prime. He's gonna do for Deion. So
he's my favorite coach to watch in terms of press conferences and post games and Q&As.
He's a master
since the death of Mike Leach. He's the guy I've kind of adopted now as the guy that I like to watch, because that guy will say whatever is on his mind and he does not care. So I'm a fan of Coach Prime, and hey, if his kid comes here, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I would not mind that.
He hasn't been a New York sports athlete since people forget he played for the Yankees. So
I didn't.
He loves Buck Showalter, which I love. He
was the last great dual sport athlete. Right?
I think
that was kind of in the early 90s when you could do that thing. Nowadays they make you pick one.
Yeah, I don't know what he really does that anymore. Unless you play golf in the off season, that doesn't really count.
No, I mean
of
the big four.
Yeah,
of the big four sport. I'm pretty sure he was the last great dual sport athlete, because you really can't do that anymore, because every sport now, the calendars are 12-month calendars. Whether it's baseball, football, whatever the case is.
Yeah, it's not.
You can't just play in the offseason. I mean, like the last guy who sort of did it was, do you remember the time that Russell Wilson went to spring training with the Yankees like a bunch of years ago?
Yeah. What's his name did that? Garth Brooks did that. He would go to spring training with the Padres and take out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The only free time he has, like a little bit in the spring, but he couldn't break camp with the Yankees or Padres or whoever and go play a few months, because by the time June rolls around, July, you already have to get ready for training camp again. So you can't really do both anymore.
No, you do it in college. There's still, I mean, how many? Charlie Ward was a Heisman winning quarterback, and he didn't play it down of pro football. He played point guard for the Knicks. So, there's you can still do it in college, but it's a little different. But nobody in. We're going to see one day soon. It's going to be really exciting. You're going to see somebody play in, probably a woman first, play a women's sport and then play in a men's sport. If it's like she's going to play WNBA and then, well, no, they play at the same time. But she'll play like an off-season sport, and then she'll be a pitcher or not just a pitcher, like an infielder.
She'll play in the Dominican Winter League, okay, or the Australian Baseball League, one of the winter leagues down there. Yeah.
If the pro women's league doesn't form, which I think it's going to be coming soon, I think we'll see a woman play in men's baseball, but also play in a women's.
They made a show about that about 15 years ago.
That's why I said pitcher, because I thought of the girl. She was a pitcher. Yeah. So
yeah.
They'll play any position. But
I mean, here's the thing, man. I don't really care who's on the field. If you can perform up to that level, I don't really care what you have between your legs. It's just that you have to find a woman who can throw 102 miles an hour. That's probably pretty rare.
And no major league team would ever turn her down. If there was a woman out there pitching 100 miles an hour and can do it consistently, not like as a one-time thing, because there's always somebody. I'm sure there's somebody who doesn't play pro ball, who works like in an office, can throw 100 miles an hour, but they can't do it as a career. If a woman could do that, or a trans person, or whoever, leagues will be like, "Yeah, you're playing. We'll figure it out." So it'll happen.
This became a weird identity politics discussion. Let's get to the reactionary part of the show. So as we mentioned, the Giants won a game. I always say this is the team the Giants lost to this week, but they won this game, unfortunately. Let's get into I found a few Indianapolis Colts ads because they beat the Colts. And I just want to say up top, man, I respect Colts fandom. I had an old roommate years ago who was from a big Colts fan. And this dude was hardcore. Let me ask you a question, man. Yeah. If you were on vacation somewhere, right? Let's say you were down in Florida, or you're out in LA, or wherever you were, right? And you saw another dude wearing a Yankees or a Giants or a Knicks gear, and you were wearing your gear, and you saw him from, let's say, 60 yards away. Would you, A, act normal and be like, oh, that's another guy from the East Coast, cool? Would you, B, walk up to him and try to talk to him? Or would you, C, call him out and start chanting from across wherever you were in public?
I'd probably be like, to myself, I'd be like, oh, Yankees fan, cool. But I don't think I would go up to them or say anything to them. Because Yankee hats you see everywhere. But
that's true. We are the scourge of sport.
But yeah, I would be like, oh, look at that. Hey, it's cool. It's like when you see somebody with the same car as you. It's like, oh, I drive a whatever,
So
you don't make
a big deal
out of it. Yeah.
This dude that I was roommates with, he chose option C. So we were down at like Disney World because we were all working there at the time. And he saw a dude wearing a Colts gear. He would yell like, let's go horse, from like 50 yards away in the park, right in front of hundreds of strangers. Yeah. And usually the person would yell back. It's a special kind of fandom, the Colts fans. I definitely have a lot of respect for what they do. And they're the only major sport, I think, in that city, right? Oh, no, they have the Pacers.
And they have the Indy 500. It's like a once a year, obviously, big thing.
Yeah, the racing thing is big up there. But it's a big deal and to those folks. So I pulled a few Indy ads, some vintage Colts ads. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun with some vintage Colts ads here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Which one you got first?
Let's do. I forgot what they were already. Okay, let's do this one. This is from 2001.
Time again for doing your part for victory. Today, we salute the Colts cheerleaders for generating so much Colts spirit. Here at the Spirit Factory, Colts cheerleaders work day and night to produce the spirit the players and fans need every Sunday. Just look at the difference a little spirit makes. Way to go, girls. Join us next time for doing your part for victory.
Like the old school movie reel.
This ad is almost creepy in a few ways because it has they're saying like, oh, good job, girls. And it's all about like the cheerleaders hyping people up. But I guess it's made to harken back to a time when women were just kind of.
It's supposed to be like women in the workforce during World War II.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Like the Rosie the Reverend thing? Yeah, okay. That's what it's supposed to
do. Yeah, right there. That's So it's supposed to be that. But yeah, it in today's world, I don't think it plays as innocent.
Well, the thing is, it's weird because we're doing an ad from almost 25 years ago that was meant to look like an ad from, at the time, 65, 70 years before that. So it's like a weird multi-layered sort of reaction and analysis that we're doing here. Either way, I think this is a cool ad. I like it. It's stylistic. It's almost timely. You could maybe run this now and get away with it, right?
They would probably not be wearing those high tops.
It would be in different if the women were in different outfits. But think about it. You have diversity, right? Which is a big thing nowadays with any kind of filming. There's diversity. You have 30 3 different kinds of people here. It looks like racially, and then you have right there more diversity. And then the dude with the trailer, he's a black guy too, right?
I didn't see. There's a horse with a biohazard.
I think the guy outside. We're going to show him in a second. He is.
The guy in the fan.
The guy with the can that appeared in his hand. Track. Yeah.
This guy. Yeah. I mean, they.
You can roll this ad almost something like this nowadays and get away with it. I think for sure. This is not one of those ones that. Because sometimes we see stuff on here where we're like, oh no, but no, this is this is cool.
Some people might call this woke. I mean, it's this is to me, it's just this is a common sense, but yeah, the horse wearing the biohazard suit is still very interesting to me. It's like he's got horse legs, but did they have to give him a horse costume and then build a biohazard suit over the horse costume, or?
These are the questions we can only ask. We're never going to get the answers to. I love the thumbs up with the glove on. It's almost like the beginning of The Simpsons with the nuclear, where he's got the glove on, the suit, and everything. Yeah.
So it's got that old school movie reel, Rosie the Riveter.
So I like this. So what do we got here? We got another Colts ad, right?
This is from 2003, so pretty much the same era. I don't know what this is, and we will find out.
The Colts checking package, exclusively at Union Federal Bank, includes a free Colts shirt, a Union Federal Bank Colts check card, and Indianapolis Colts check.
Colts, yeah!
Show off your Colts pride. Union Federal Bank, official bank of the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, this here we go.
Just a
little bonus ad there. The thing is, though, I pulled this ad to basically show that this dude right here in this ad is like only a slight exaggeration of Colts fandom.
Oh, okay. I thought he's a creep.
It really is one of those types of fan bases. And like I said, I have a lot of respect for them, man. I think they're a cool fan base. So there's an ad for a bank, and you've got the dude and his I hope that's his son walking around with no shirt.
That's what I'm saying. It is like they're not wearing shirts. They're covered in makeup.
It's got to be his. They would never run that on
his cousin, his nephew, I don't know.
Girl.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a little girl. But the payoff is right here, where you had, like, what happened to the guy cleaning the windshield? Well, he shows up at the end to save the day.
He looks like he's not going to actually clean it. Like he's just going to leave it like that because it looks, that pattern.
Yeah. Perfect. He does a little dance here, which
I like that. That's a good festive way to start an ad.
I thought it was going to be a song and dance kind of commercial, but it evolved into. See, why didn't he want the mask? Because he's already wearing pink.
He's already wearing blue, and then the kid finds the finger, and then they both decide that they're cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like they found unison. Like the guy walks up like, "Oh, this looks cool," and then his kid has like the smaller one, like right. Like father, like son. They think alike.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I wonder when they played in Baltimore, the Baltimore fans were this insane.
I would probably imagine they were, because Ravens. If you ever met any Ravens fans, they're pretty hardcore as well.
They rooted for a murderer for quite a few seasons, apparently.
Dude, every major sports team, you've rooted for a cheater or a woman beater or a drug addict at least for one season out of your existence. So it's hard to.
Yeah, athletes are.
It's hard. By the way, not for nothing. That's a cool long sleeve tee, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I like that. It's
like if I was a fan of this team, I actually would love to have that shirt. It's kind of a dope shirt. It's cool.
No, I think there was a time I almost bought a Colts shirt because it was blue and it had like a white, like this part of, the little collar here was white. I don't know. I had a lot of hip hop clothes.
It's effectively the same colors as the Giants. It's white and blue, so it's cool.
Yeah, you can cross promote your fandom. I don't know. I like it. It's good.
I like it. No, it's fun. It's fun. I'm glad we can get some of that in there. Shout out to anybody I might know from the Midwest.
So what is this thing with the coach? We're not sure. Do we want to show it? It looks old.
You want to do one more Colts one? I think this was an ad I found for season tickets. The reason why I thought this ad was kind of funny, play it with the audio. Do it. Play it and play it with the audio.
All right.
Come on, bunch. Let's go. Shake it up.
Experience hard-hitting and exciting action with the Indianapolis Colts in 1991. Get your tickets today. Call 297-7000.
15 solid seconds to just men grunting. I thought that was kind of funny. It was like that's the whole ad. It's the whole ad.
It was a commercial for CTE, if you think about it, because everything here is probably illegal now. So,
yeah, every single play on this is like a 15-yard penalty right now.
Roughing the passer. Here's another roughing the passer. Ooh, it's a sec. Yeah, you tackled too hard. Tripping.
Either way, I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how much, like, it looks like this was made by NFL Films. Yeah, okay. The little scrambled
NFL Films, yeah.
At the beginning,
look at that. Is that a collar or a horse collar? Like that first play, the guy is fully wrapped around. I think he looks like he's pulling on the guy's jersey right there.
Yeah, the shoulder. Yeah, I don't know how that would play today. They showed John Elway getting sacked twice in this commercial, so they must hate John Elway for some reason. But
so there was a rival team at one point. I don't even. They're in different divisions,
before
right?
This was when there was only 4 divisions. Now there's 6.
Oh, so maybe back then. I have no idea what the divisional alignment was in 1991. I was like 5 years old. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's
yeah. And there's the Jets losing as usual.
Yeah, we know. Even though it was 91, we still know they were beating the Jets in that game.
Yeah, and there's your coach sweater. That's the
that play I think has to be illegal now. I like the guy trying to flip and losing the ball here. This is fun.
Phil Simms. His head did a complete 90 degree. That was painful.
Yeah, no, this is a painful ad. That's the whole point. They said like enjoy the hard hitting action with all the grunting here.
Just got a notification. Knicks won 126-106 of the Wizards.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, this was good. Classic football.
All right, so we got a little 3-pack of
little
Colts ads for those of you who might have been interested in some vintage stuff. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now also we have Iowa State. Let's move. I think it's 1 state over, or is it 2 states over? No, I think it's 2 states over. You have to go through Illinois, right, to get to Iowa.
You got to cut through the cornfield.
Okay. We of course, congratulations to Iowa State because they won the most prestigious game in all of sports, and that is, of course, the Pop Tart Bowl. Let's go. We have a video of the trophy celebration here. They did this last year, but we didn't do this on the show. We only did the intro. This is so hilarious what they do.
Big 12 Studios is falling into
cinnamon roll.
Yeah, hopefully they don't copyright strike us for this.
The edible mascot.
And then there we go. He went down to the toaster, and now
giant cinnamon roll coming out.
He got toasted.
Thank you all for the 2024 Pop Tart Bowl champions, Iowa State Cyclones.
What?
Congratulations again,
you can eat it.
Matt Campbell, Rocco Beck, the MVP. What a game! What a performance! Give it up one more time for all these young men.
We don't have to play the rest
Go get some of that giant Pop Tarts. We're heading back to you in studio.
The Pop Tart going down into the big toaster. I love that. And there was another video I found. I couldn't get you the like a better copy. I only saw it on TikTok. They did a thing where they did last year's mascot and they did like a resurrection thing with him.
Yeah, the Jesus thing you told me about.
It was pretty funny. And I wish I could have found that to show. Again, I will be showing, as long as we do this show each year, I will find at least one Pop Tarts Bowl
second coming
video to do. It's just, I love it. I love the Pop Tarts Bowl. I think it's hilarious.
I want to see the second coming, second toasting, whatever you would call it at this point.
Second toasting, reheated.
Yeah. All right, so we mentioned Gleybor Torres went to the Tigers.
Yes.
We didn't find pot commercials. You found some Detroit Tigers commercials.
Yeah, I didn't find the strain that he smokes before he starts running the bases, but we did find a couple of vintage Tigers ads, and these are both a lot of fun. Yeah. I think, Mike, there's one that you're going to have fun with more than the other. I think that just play it. Just play it.
All right, this is from 1990. Like Henneman, looks like.
Yes.
Save it, baby, save it. Save it for me.
Mike Henneman.
Right. he's got that pitcher hair too, to coming out the back of the hat. I like this.
Coffee, 26-ounce can, just $4.49. Regular or home style Tropicana frozen orange juice, 12-ounce can, $1.19. And Cottonelle bath tissue, 6-roll package, only $1.79.
I didn't see a food shopping commercial.
Tell me you saw that coming. Like, this is like a well shot, fairly well lit ad of you got this pitcher on the mound pitching. And all of a sudden it's like, come to the grocery store.
I thought it was going to be like for like deodorant or shampoo or like Advil,
Nike, anything. Nope.
Yeah.
It's for Hillsboro's coffee and Tropicana concentrate.
They got the blues music, the 80s blues music going, where it almost sounded like country.
It's almost like what's that movie series? The Cannonball movie series.
Oh,
like that music we'd playing in the background of a car chase scene.
Right.
That's car chase scene music.
And then you're like, coffee's only.
You're like, come to the grocery store, buy some
frozen orange juice that always made you sick. And some Cottonelle. That's not bad for Cottonelle.
For when you get sick, you have something to wipe with. That's
exactly.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, didn't see this coming at all. This was
that's why. Okay, getting the sign way before PitchCom.
Yeah, which they need to go back to, by the way. The PitchCom's a pain in the ass. It never works.
Well,
signs. You steal the sign. You steal the sign. Hide your signs. Come up with better signs. Anyway. Here's the last one.
Or just hit the batter if you think that they stole signs from you.
Exactly.
We have one other, I think, the Tigers
yes, 1984. I think that's the year they won the World Series. Let's take a look.
We got what it takes to put you in our sport.
The 85 Ford Escort is base priced at $56.20. And
it's a world car.
No wonder it's America's best-selling small car. And how about Lance Parrish and those Tigers? They sure got what it takes.
Catch a great deal at your Metro Detroit Ford dealer.
At your Metro Detroit Ford dealer.
Mel Ford.
We've got what it takes.
How long? McDonald.
He's trying to hold in laughter. He is absolutely trying to hold in laughter when he takes that mask off.
He's like, this is so
you can
stupid.
Tell that. Look at this. He is.
He like winced a little. He winced a little there. Yeah, he's trying to hold.
Imagine winning the World Series and then selling. What is that? A Ford GL Metro.
A used Ford. We've got what it takes. The glove is pretty cool. For okay, it's like a black glove with like the big like
that is a cool catcher's mitt.
Yeah. I didn't know they had cool gloves. I thought everything was just that rawhide look.
It almost seems like a bullseye, like a target symbol. I like that.
Yeah.
Or like a vagina sideways. Okay.
Canceled.
One thing you pointed out on this show, Mike, is that this is, you can tell the exact era in which they started paying athletes properly.
Right.
And it was right around the late 80s, early 90s, because this is clearly before then. Because he had to do a local car dealership commercial.
Yeah, now they only get like announcers to do stuff like that. The players, they won't be doing local.
I wonder if this guy still coaches or anything, and his players make fun of him for being in the Geo Metro commercial. I feel like you have to, like obligatorily, you have to make fun of him.
Who's number 13 on the championship winning?
Way before I was born. I can look it up for you, but way before I was born. Let's look up the 1984 Detroit Tigers roster.
I have a Tigers hat with that. It's just that logo on it, and it's cool. I bought it.
All right, we got catchers number 13. His name is Lance Parrish.
Oh, it's Lance Parrish. I heard of Lance Parrish. I only know him from the baseball cards I collected, so I didn't get to see him play, but I didn't realize that was the Lance Parrish. Yeah, he was decent. He was, of his era, he was good. I don't think he was a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah, no. He's I just looked up his stats. Was in the All-Star game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. In the league from 77 to 95. So yeah, he was pretty good.
He played
in order to be in any pro sports league for more than 3 or 4 years, you have to be very good. So no, that's again, if there are any Tiger fans that come across this, I'm a millennial and I have they won the World Series years before I was born. So don't get on me for not knowing who the catcher was in the 1984 Detroit Tigers. Although if I'm ever in a bar now and doing bar trivia in Detroit and someone asks that,
there you go.
Now I'll know.
That's why we do the show. We do the show for the people especially those who play bar trivia.
We also learn in real time a lot on this show because we are kind of dipshits, Mike. We really.
Yeah, we don't like really do research. You know, we're just casual fans who enjoy the sport, and we have a sense of humor because we do comedy.
Yeah, we like screwing around, watching old ads, and occasionally a brawl. It's fun. The show's great.
Yeah.
And do we have anything else, or I think that's the end of it, right, for this week?
No, I was going to say to add what you just said. We do have people who, and I've mentioned this, they comment and correct us, but they're like nice about it. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, I will say the comment section.
It's gotten nicer.
It's actually been fairly polite. I mean, look, we don't get a ton of views in the show. Hope not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
But like, yeah, the people who stop by, they've been cool. They people think it's hilarious that the few people have seen this. They're like, yeah, these guys are just watching vintage ads. Sometimes their nostalgia hits them, and they think it's cool that we're exploring. So,
did we miss any brawls? There was a brawl this past week, wasn't there?
There was during one of the bowl games. Or I didn't pull the video for it, but we can do it in a few weeks. I don't know. Anyway, we hope everyone has a great New Year, or had a great New Year, and had a great Christmas. We will be back sometime in January or possibly February of 2025.
Yeah,
we don't know yet.
We get our shit straight.
We have to get our shit together. You're not wrong.
We might take a year off. We don't know.
Who knows?
10-year anniversary show is on the way. No, but yeah, we'll be back with more.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be off for at least a week, and then we'll figure it out from there. This was fun though. I gotta say that Geo Metro Rap is terrific. Have a great week.
We'll see you. We'll see you.